What's the matter? You're hearing things again, aren't you? If you say you're fine one more time, I'll kill you myself.
I'd like to see that.
Sure. Go home.
But everyone's here.
You spend far too much time here, Dorian.
This is where all my favorite people are. And besides, I have news. And every messenger bird I've met is dreadful at nuance.
What's the problem with Magister Parvis being here?
He's our eyes and ears in the Magisterium. He needs to keep suspicion off him.
Yes, I know. Can't be spotted with the shadow dragons. You worry too much, May.
Well, what do you have for us?
The cult lost people in Arlethan, and leadership has fallen to Knight Commander Lenos. He aims to bring the city to its knees.
But Minrathous is already falling apart.
I know. While the Varantis' attack on the city could have been much worse, the people's fear in the aftermath is palpable.
And the rumors about the Archon are true. He's dead. Assassinated during the Dragon's rampage. The palace has tried to keep the news from spreading until a new Archon steps up.
And no one has?
No one dares. Not with the Venatori circling like vultures. The risen gods are preparing for something big. And for that, they need fear. Chaos.
Preparing for something big? I don't like the sound of that. We barely got out of Weishaupt alive. And we needed Solus's help in Arlethan.
And that's why we need to know what the Venatori are preparing for. Lenos is the key to all of it. First, we stop what he's planning for Minrathous.
And then we find out what the gods are preparing for.
Let's hope it stays that simple. One of Lenos' Venatori associates is often at the Cobbled Swan. Let's see what we can get from him.
We? Dorian, you can't be going yourself.
It's the Swan. Everyone goes to the Swan.
I'll head out right now.
Saw Hallows this morning. Cheery, despite everything that's happened. I hear I've both of you to thank.
I did it for the fish.
You're not fooling anyone, Gallus.
Aelia won't cause trouble in Docktown anymore.
I heard. And it's good to have Hallows back.
My uncle once saw the Virantas hunting while out at sea.
We really need to figure out the god's big plan. Dorian thinks Knight Commander Lenos is part of it, so let's track him down first. Rana, how are you doing?
I was injured during the dragon attack, but I'm healing well. I don't know where we'd be if the dragon hadn't been driven off. I know you helped with that. Thank you.
I was here too.
How could I forget?
A puppet panto? Huh.
A play filled with puppets. That's unnerving.
How well do you know Maevaris?
By reputation, she's been a prominent politician for a long time, and a hero to boot. We don't work together much, but from what I've seen, she's earned the good name.
We probably shouldn't keep Dorian waiting too long. There's Dorian.
There's Lenos's associate. According to the shadows watching him, he's nervous and doesn't talk much, but does odd jobs for coin. Interesting, yes? I'll draw him off, you check his belongings, see if you can discover any clues about Lenos's plan.
Mostly gone. Warm. I don't even know what this is. Ale? Looks like he's been nursing it a while. Half-eaten stale bread, water flask, muddy socks. And this map. Minratha's targets. That doesn't sound good. A bedroll. It's definitely seen better days. And it's damp. Sleeping out in the rain? This all sounds like trouble.
What are you poking about
Dorian
there
will want
for?
to know. Lenos intends to destroy the city with Blight and Darkspawn.
Carthus. Nothing like an attack to cause chaos in the city.
You should head there immediately.
All right, let's go.
There's a problem. Notice from a distance.
We shall fight as one!
targets ahead.
Nice work!
Eyes open.
Something tore through these gates. Something big. Watch out. I bet this darkspawn was what tore through the gates.
We've got company. We'll see who ends this. Oh, look at that.
More blight in the way. That did it. We can get through now.
There's a lot of them.
Let's finish this. Stay in cover. We're on fire. Look out.
We need to close in.
Nice move.
Everything's crumbling down here. Might be tricky to get out.
At least a dozen people have been lost trying to map this place. Thought I'd mention that.
We need to find the other boil. Find the blight boils. We need to clear the way and keep pushing. We got it. Way should be clear.
Shadow dragons? How did you find this place? Predatory, to me! You think you've won? You think you can stop the Veilguard? Or the risen gods?
I can stop you, and that's one less problem for the city.
The Shadow Dragons have brought nothing but chaos to the city.
At least we're not trying to blight it.
One less corrupt Templar in Minrathous.
Can't say he'll be missed.
Let's look around, see what we find.
In Treviso, we have a tale of a masked man who lived in the bowels of the city.
Sitting in the sewer and consumed with lust for a noble woman he couldn't have.
You know the story.
We have the same one in Minrathous.
The Risen God's ritual. That's what the gods in the Venatori are preparing for. These star charts predict an eclipse. To make magic stronger.
Ritual magic, empowered by an eclipse.
Lenos's documents. They detail the Venatori's long-term plans and what they want to do with Tevinter. All this. The ritual, the eclipse, and the Venatori plans. We have to bring this to the Shadow Dragons immediately.
We need to tell the Shadow Dragons what we found.
Evil old gods, rituals, waiting for the stars. It's about as Tevinter as blood magic and hubris. Learning about the gods' plans is wonderful, of course. But the lists of magisters you got your hands on, now there's the real gold.
You've looked at it already. Of course you have.
Information on their backers, the ties to illegal slavery. Don't you see what this means?
This is power, May. Imagine becoming Archon and using this against those who've been hurting the people for years.
You, on the throne? Dorian.
Tell me that wouldn't be a splendid way to bring about real change.
Sounds like someone's got a plan.
Goodness, you make me sound absolutely nefarious. I love it. But yes, if the Venatori can scheme, so could we.
But how would you use this information exactly?
Dorian wants to use it to crush our enemies by whatever means necessary. I prefer to use it to rally the people. I say we make the information known. Allow the people to see the real justice served. Prove that from now on, we work for them.
The dragon's attack on the city left the people distrustful and overwhelmed by fear. You will come to them for support, May, at a time when they cannot give it.
And your solution? Blackmail? Assassination?
Just tools that pave our way.
If we go outside the system, we invite everyone else to do the same. No, we have to do this in the open. Show the people of Tevinter that we're here for them.
We're shadow dragons. It's right there in the name. You supported this because you knew the system didn't work for the people.
The point was to work in the shadows until we could work in the light. And Rook has brought us what we need.
May, the Imperium's politics burned you once and you still...
Enough. We're not the only ones who have a stake in this. Rook, you have been instrumental in all this. Which strategy do you prefer?
Shouldn't you be on the same side?
We are on the same side. We both know what Tevinter needs. How best to get it, that's the question.
If we went with Dorian's plan, I'd support it fully. But we won't, because he'll come around and realize that I'm right.
And I'd absolutely back you up on that, if you were right, which you aren't.
We'll see.
Will we?
What sort of change are you trying to achieve?
For a start, slavery. Abhorrent. It needs to go no more.
And Tevinter has been ruled by the Altus Mages for all of its history. That must change. The Zoparati, non-mages, deserve a say in their own governance.
And all that's just the beginning of what will undoubtedly be a long journey.
Mevaris, you really believe making this evidence public will work?
Dorian wants to work behind the scenes, but once again, it's the Magisters and Highbloods pulling the Imperium's strings. That doesn't inspire. It's a tactic used by our enemies. We need to show Tevinter that we can be different.
Unless they find some way to bury it? Or leverage their wealth, power, and status as they often have before?
Politics is a long game. If we use force against our enemies, our allies will remember it.
Dorian, are you really suggesting violent revolution?
Not necessarily. Sometimes a mere threat of violence is sufficient.
He learned that from his friends in the south. I hear Ferelden settled a succession crisis with a duel.
It worked. Astoundingly.
We're not Ferelden.
I'm merely saying we need to consider bold and creative methods of achieving our ends. The game is rigged. Why play by rules crooked magisters already exploit? Clear the board and start over. If they're gone, we can fill the magisterium with those who respect the office. Then we'll actually see progress.
You want me to choose who'll be Archon? But I'm not even from here, I can't decide.
Then talk to the ones who are. See what they say. Asher and Tarquin, Nev Gallus, they're all a part of this, just as you are. We should all be comfortable with whatever course we take.
All right, I'll go do that.
Grand news about Lenos. One less crooked Templar in town.
The city will be better off with him gone.
We can hope.
Lenos made my life miserable. Ron is too.
I hear he started out different. Maybe he once cared about something other than gold. But I didn't know that, Lenos. And I'm not gonna mourn the one I did. Still, I'll thank the bastard for writing everything down. And delivering it to us all neat.
Dorian and Maevaris still have to decide what to do with everything we got from Lenos.
I just don't know enough about Tevinter to know what's best for its people.
I suspect this decision will determine Tevinter's path for years to come.
Then Dorian's way is my choice. He knows you don't stop to talk when you find a hole in the enemy's defenses.
Dorian is a brash rebel.
And Maevaris too much of a romantic.
I think the people will appreciate Maevaris returning as the leader they've always wanted to see.
No. They'll appreciate their lives actually changing for the better.
What do you think might happen depending on who leads?
With the city in this state,
It'll be an uphill battle. No guarantee of victory.
Maevaris may find the people hardened against her. They barely trust the Shadow Dragons now. And to gain control, Dorian may have to take more drastic measures than he anticipates.
And whoever leaves will have the Shadow Dragon support, right?
Count on it.
We'll keep fighting. For Dorian. Or for Maevaris.
What else is there to do in this town, anyway? It rains all the damn time.
So what do you think?
Lenos is gone. We got information about the Venatori's plans, the god's ritual. I'd call that a good day.
I meant about Maevaris and Dorian. We all want change. Who will be the more effective in getting it?
Oh, that. You're dragging me into it?
You're the famed detective. What's the right call?
This isn't a murder.
Politics is murder. Isn't that what they always say?
Maevaris Talani has been in this game for decades. She's dedicated and ruthless when she needs to be. Dorian Parvis is a wild card. Flashy and inventive, he'll keep his enemies on their toes. Tevinter needs change, and it needs to stop waiting for it. Asking politely won't work. We need someone who knows that, someone not afraid to get their hands dirty. That person is Dorian.
Thanks, Nev. That helps.
That's what I'm here for.
Maker. A full quarter of the Magisterium supporting a cult. Bending the knee to these risen old gods just for a taste of more power. Can they not see they're only tools for the gods? So they can destroy the world?
Demanding intelligence, rationality, and self-awareness from our peers. You ask too much, Maevaris.
Look at me. Such a fool.
Ah, it's Rook. You spoke with the others.
What do you think? Who should be leading the charge from here on?
What happens after it's decided who'll lead?
Well, Lenos is gone, the cult's numbers are down, and they're scrambling to prepare for the god's ritual. They'll be distracted. It's a perfect opportunity to get our preparations in order.
All plans contingent on surviving the current disaster, of course.
Dorian should lead.
Then it is decided. Of course, it only makes sense, but... Ha! Look at me! The sudden pressure.
You won't be alone. All of us are behind you. The Shadow Dragons, the city, her people.
It will take all of them to overcome the risen gods.
You'll find a way to bring them together.
The people know they don't want blight-ridden fiends in their city. They don't need me to tell them. I can, however, Show them how to fight. Gods, cults, evil magisters, nothing will stand in our way of forging a new Tevinter.
Harding, are you friends with this Morrigan?
Me? Friends? With Morrigan?
Then how do you know her?
I'm not sure anyone knows Morrigan. She just pops up whenever things get weird.
Can she be trusted?
Maybe? She knows things, and seems to want to stop Gillenane and Elgernon.
But
we'll probably never know why.
I'm sorry your brother has an elven god in his head.
Sort of. Thanks. I'm sorry. I shouldn't make it anyone else's problem.
That's Vashadon.
What?
It means garbage.
Okay. Yes, context clues help there. But what do you mean, garbage?
He's your brother. He's family. Nobody twists you up like family. Your head's twisted up enough already. So don't do it alone. Let us help with your brother.
Thank you. That's... I don't know what to say. It's very nice. Twisted up. That... Huh. Yeah.
Up for a trip to the Cobbled Swan?
Why? What's happening?
Nothing that I know of. With Aelia taken care of, I thought we'd check in. Maybe enjoy the Swan for once?
You and Smite have reached a new equilibrium, Lucanus.
He's less noisy. We have an agreement and coffee.
And the magic around you has much finer etheric transfusion.
Thank you.
It's so good to see you smooth over these little entanglements.
What's the matter? You're hearing things again, aren't you?
I'm...
If you say you're fine one more time, I'll kill you myself.
I'd like to see that.
Sure. Go on.
But it...
We won a victory against the Venatori. A good step, but it's not over.
Right. The risen gods are still out there.
We'll be vigilant.
They finally took down both the blighted dragons. One here, everyone agrees.
Do you think we'll see more? Reach up there for me?
In a moment.
Look! What can I get the city's saviour? Come back soon. We'll have more.
So the Shadow Dragons are poised to take power in Tevinter.
Dorian is. He'll strike quick, too. The Minrathous elite isn't my crowd. But if he needs dirt on them, I know where to find it.
Have you heard about the Shadow Dragons? It's like the Venatori all over again. They took down that wall tonight, didn't they?
cart was damaged when the Venatori grabbed me, but it's fixed up. Enough for that one to get her fish free next time.
Sure, Hal.
Someone bothers you again, you come to me. We'll make it clear you're protected.
If you're pulling a scam on the fish fry,
Playing it fair. As fair as this gets. Cross my heart. Right, enough business talk. We're the heroes of Docktown, and we haven't celebrated. Drinks are on me. Wicked Grace? Rock. You're a killer, I can tell.
That's all just luck.
Too true, my friend. Too true. Let's see who luck favors tonight.
with you dealing? Last hand to me? No trick up your sleeve?
What can I say?
What's this?
Rights to the threads. Gotta have a boss.
Careful. Nev might make you respectable.
Her call.
What game are we playing now?
Aelia took down Damas, you took down Aelia.
So I win on merit. Trying to stop him fighting?
The threads protect their streets. You're the same. You do what it takes. That's good for business. Good for us. We'll give you eyes, information, whatever you need. Ask, and I'm on it.
I have lines.
We're on your side of them. Threads live and breathe this place. It's home, and no one messes with it.
All right.
Well, here's to Nev and new partners.
Hold on. I'll get drinks. Make it a real toast.
You know, I was going to ask you a favor. You can call it an order now. I'm not the only one who needs eyes on the city. Have you heard of the Shadow Dragons?
Is that? You know him?
If I'm not here, he asks, you answer.
You got it, boss. All right. Who's up for another game? Honest one this time. Seriously.
Then let the Viper deal.
This should be good.
Isn't that what we're supposed to do when one of us is in a relationship?
Supposed to. Says who?
Well, that's what people do in the serials. The really steamy ones, at least.
Can you imagine if everyone acted like they were in a serial?
I do not understand why Nevarans are so obsessed with turning dead.
Undead.
Which is different from regular dead how?
The hope that one's soul can return to visit this world.
But you don't need to be dead for that. Your soul is here now.
Not forever.
See the size of Elgernon's dragon?
Kind of hard to miss.
She's pretty big.
He, the archdemon Lucicon, is a he.
Male dragons don't have wings.
Elgernon used magic to make the archdemons bigger. Maybe he added wings, too.
Ugh. And he's screwed with her horns. What kind of asshole does that?
The kind we kill.
You're up late.
You're awake to notice.
Can't sleep? I know. I'm awake to ask.
I sleep when I can get it. And this place, it's too quiet for that.
When things were too quiet back home, it meant a night off or a knife in the back.
Now there's a deadly coin toss.
Phew, you're telling me. Okay. What works then? How do you sleep?
I don't know. Chase the right bastard through the wrong ritual? It'll knock you right out. Of course, you might wake up with a new accessory.
Did you get the bastard?
Yeah. I got him. It's not the quiet. I never could sleep once work gets in my head. But what's got you up at night?
When I close my eyes, I see everything the gods have done, but not what I should do next. I don't know what's going to happen.
You and me both. Restlessness catches. Get one person in a room nervous, the whole place twitches. One person can't sleep. It's only getting later. Get out while you can.
All right. I'll give sleep a shot. Good night, Nev.
I'd say sweet dreams, but how's dreamless work for you?
We'll see. Your mother learned something new about the tablet?
Haven't talked to her since the big fight at dinner. Hey, we're here. Mother? Tama? Get Isabella.
It might not be hers.
You think I don't know what my mother's blood smells like? Get Isabella. Tell her to find Cutter. Tama.
No sign of your mother. Cutter's gone too.
He was here. I caught his scent. He took her.
Cutter? The little piece of crap who wanted to fight a dragon? What's he want with Tasha's mother?
There were letters from the Dragon King in his room about your mother and about the tablet.
Since when does the Dragon King want the tablet? He's been after Tash.
The tablet's about Tash, about fire breathers. It's why Shathan's desperate to decode it. In exchange for the tablet and Shathan, the Dragon King will turn Cutter into a fire breather, like you.
That's Vashadan!
Isabella, what do you know about the Dragon King?
I know a thing or two about the Arntam, but I've never met one like him. He certainly loves dragons.
We know. His Arntam were the ones who've been blighting them for the gods.
I mean, he wants to be one. He drinks their blood and everything. Makes sense that he's interested in our Tash.
Isabella, you knew the tablet was about fire breathers?
Shathan told me.
And you didn't tell us because...
Wasn't mine to tell. Shathan wanted to tell Tash herself.
Is it actually possible to make Kunari into fire breathers?
No, that's not how it works.
I thought we didn't know how it works.
Doesn't matter if it's true. Cutter believed it enough to take Shathan.
Sounds like it's time to pay a visit to the Dragon King.
We found a map in Cutter's room. He's holed up in a dormant volcano to the north. It's full of old mining tunnels. Getting inside might be a challenge.
We'll handle it.
We'll all handle it. Cutter betrayed us. When you go in, the Lords will have your backs.
Thanks. Let's go.
We're here. How should we proceed, Tash?
We find someplace Cutter and my mother were. I can track them from there.
You sure you don't want to head straight for the mine? Isabella said the Dragon King was there.
We find my mother first. She might be somewhere else. I'll kill Cutter and the Dragon King once she's safe.
That boat over there. It could be Cutter's.
Maybe. Let's look. She was here. So was Cutter.
You can track them by their scent.
Scent, tracks, whatever it takes. Cutter's not getting away.
We've got on, Tom.
Were they sent by the Dragon King?
Don't care. They're in my way.
Fear not, Adari. Your priest is enjoying the Dragon King's hospitality.
She's not my priest. She's my mother.
Careful! More on Tom! At least we now know the Dragon King has her.
Not for long. Hey, take a look over there. She was here.
Did they pass through here? They've locked the door behind them.
I'll make us a path. Good. Come on.
You okay, Tosh?
I'm fine. You come to die. Hey, take a look over there. We're on their trail. You're dead! We're getting closer.
We don't have time for this. Hang on, this thing's gonna burn.
Is that an Antom Gatlock cannon? Why didn't they use it during the fight?
Must have hit him before they could get it ready.
There's a chilling prospect.
Shark's Mouth Mountain. Looks even worse with lava pouring out of it. That's where he is. The Dragon King.
For gold and glory!
Look at that. Barely a scratch. We came the short way. Any sign of Shathan?
No. The trail led here.
Then she's inside their base. It'll be full of Antam.
Not for long.
Main path's destroyed. You'll have to climb. I know how to rile the Antam. We'll make some noise and draw them off you. Good luck, Tash.
We will put it right.
Have you ever been here, Tash?
No. Isabella told us it was bad luck to go near the mountain. Old Ravani superstitions. Said we might awaken the fire. No wonder the Antam took it over. Who's hiding? Come and fight!
Why didn't the Dragon King use these old fortifications for his lair?
Boss fortifications? No. He might send his Antam in here to hang banners and crap. But these aren't fancy enough for him to live in. They don't make him look powerful. One may still follow the Qun while climbing. Know your body. Know the slope. Know your next handhold. Always telling me how to do everything. We're gonna get it back. There's still stuff I gotta tell her. There's our way in.
Right. Let's go find your mum.
And then throw that stupid tablet into this volcano and never talk about it again.
That's quite the view.
That's why he made it his lair. Dragon King! You want me? Come and get me!
So much for the element of surprise.
He knew we were here.
Is that our Dragon King?
Sounds like.
Why the sudden ceasefire?
Who cares? They're dead. Come on.
Even the air is lung-scorching.
Watch your step.
No guardrails.
Safety is for the weak.
Does the man attempt to convince his followers or himself?
knew you'd come running. Kill them all! When this is over, I'll be a fire breather!
You'll be a corpse.
You can't take this from me!
All right. Cut us down. Cutter is Vashadon. The only enemy who matters is the Dragon King. Still a stupid name. Dragons don't have kings, they have queens.
Well, once we find him, I have every confidence you'll educate him.
I can't burn through the gate. Let's look around for a way to open it. That's a lot of fire. There's more coming! The gate's down. Good. Come on.
Turned our backs on their lives. And here, with blood and fire, we will reclaim our strength!
Ugh, I'd give real gold if he'd shut up.
These must have belonged to the Grey Wardens.
Grey Wardens study the Blight. This must have been where the Antom learned to blight the dragons. Bastards!
Born to hunt and destroy. Today we will claim our birthright.
You are lying. Tama. Tosh, wait!
Today we claim our true strength by right of fire.
Tama!
Avatosh, little dragon. I am Atashok, the Dragon King. I am pleased that you followed our bait.
Tosh, you're like me.
I am nothing like you. I embrace our birthright. You hide from it. You belong to the Antom. You should have been ours. Instead, the priest stole you away.
Leave her out of this. You wanted me, you got me.
Yes, the one you call Cutter insisted you would follow our bait.
Oh, did he? How helpful of him.
Cutter's dead.
There, the rage, the passion that burns inside an Anari's heart. Your mother could not quench it entirely.
What do you want?
I want your fire, little dragon. I want your blood. My Antom have grown strong with the blessings of Gillidan. And with your lifeblood, Gillidan can create an army of Andari for me. Our fire will burn this land pure.
You want to prove your strength, Dragon King? Then fight us!
You have not earned the glory of a death in my blade. The Antom could have made you strong, but your mother hid you away, made you hide the fire. What does she tell you? Shakrato Ebron! You struggle against yourself, little dragon. You do not deserve this. It contains a message from our ancestors. The full words can be revealed by a dragon's fire. With this, we will prove we were meant to rule this world!
You are wrong, Atashok. Chakra Toebra is not an order to struggle against what you are. It is a reminder that through struggle you find what you are. And you have never done so. Evatash has. They are stronger than you will ever be. Rook, you will keep them safe.
Chakra Toebra.
Tosh, move!
We've only got one way forward.
Tama. He dies.
We're with you.
Tosh, I'm sorry. We'll help any way we can.
I need to see her and kill him!
that a dragon?
Get ready!
Become the Sardimadori!
You want my fire? A shock!
Come, little dragon. I prepared this just for you. Someday, little dragon, every breed deserves me. But guess what I brought just for you?
Look out for the dragon!
Impossible! I am the Dragon King!
Dragons don't have kings.
Look, Tosh! We need to move. This whole place is coming down.
I know. Just give us a minute, all right? Tosh, it's time for us to go.
I can... Maybe... Oh. Help me with her legs.
I'm sorry. We are out of time. Tosh, you've got to let her go.
We went there to save her.
Your mother gave her life to save yours. I don't think she had any regrets.
I don't care how she feels about it. Except... I do. Shit. Shokrato Ebra. What kind of last words are those for someone you're supposed to care about?
She also said you were stronger than the Dragon King.
And then I misunderstood the Kunari crap. Like always. We never got to yell it out. We never get to fix it. Spit of her horn. I cut it off when I left her. You should do something with it. Ravani would wear it as jewelry. She hated when I acted Ravani. Kunari would graft the horn to their own. But she didn't want me to stay in the Qun. What would make her happy?
It's not about her.
Yeah.
Did your mother want you to be a Kunari who happened to live in Ravane, or a Ravani person who happened to be Kunari?
She wanted both. But she brought me here. She wouldn't want me to become more Kunari for her. She'd want me to be... me.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah. I can do that. And I can do this. She wanted me to have it.
The Dragon King said the full message would be revealed by Dragonfire. Do we need to find a dragon?
No, the Dragon King was stupid.
Dragonfire.
Let's find out what it says.
I can't even read some of these books. I wonder what they say.
Do we really want to know?
Sure. The world can always use more knowledge about...
No, I mean you and I. Do the Dalish need any more rocks in our history being turned over?
Feels like we're a little late on that one.
You seem at home here. Or is it a front? You know something I don't? So much for a straight answer.
Nev, you don't strike me as an animal person. Well, besides cats, maybe.
Oh, I'm not. Back home, you find a creature bigger than a cat, and it's probably half demonic. Damned if a third of the cats aren't either.
That's nothing like you, is it, Hassan? You might be fluff all the way through. It was a compliment.
Of all the nonsense we've run into, you're what's strange.
Hassan? Really?
There's been a god or two I didn't expect. But bad mages trying to make the world worse, that's not new. I had an uncle who went on about wardens and griffins. Loved the feathered things. They were always the heroes. If we're getting bedtime stories turned real, having griffins in the world again, it's not the one I'd have bet on.
Were you close with your uncle?
I didn't see him much, but yeah, we were. There aren't a lot of mages in my family, and in a city like Minrathous, it always matters. I learned quick who wanted to use me to step up the social ladder. My uncle wasn't one of them. He'd have talked your ear right off, Hassan.
Does this mean you like stories with happily ever afters? You, Nev Gallus.
Think you caught me? Well, maybe I like this one. We better keep you safe. Sing your praises and you still want something? I'll find you a treat if you don't tell Davrin. Have we got a deal?
She doesn't sing praises for just anyone. Yes, you're very inspiring.
Listen up. If Davrin finds crumbs, Rook takes the fall.
Oh, I see how it is.
Lucanus, have you ever had a dream where you forgot you had a job to do?
And you only remember it at the last moment, all the time.
And then you go to do the job, and your teeth fall out.
For me, it's always, and then I left my boots in Treviso somehow.